Hey everyone, I'm really hoping that this audio is coming in because I don't want to just talk to myself and then have nothing to show for it and have to record over again. So here we are, 5 o'clock on a Wednesday? Yeah, on a Wednesday. And daylight savings time has arrived. And so that means the sun has about 2 more hours before it sets, which makes me very happy. I know that my friends up in Vermont are still having the sun setting now, but down here in Charlotte, there's more time, which is just fantastic. I love it. I'm heading down towards Waxhaw. There's a state park down here with a nice little lake that I just thought, it probably closes at sunset. I'll drive down. It's only 20 miles from the house. And I have found the easiest way to get a good ride in where I can clear my head is to go south. South is where I go to clear my head, because north is downtown Charlotte, and it's just 2 hours to clear my head instead of 20 minutes. I am, in this video, rocking the R18, formerly Bagger, now Transcontinental, and I'm also rocking the Baja S4 gloves. They're a little cold because it's 56 degrees. Really nice. There's a little bit of orange there in the middle, and they got these nice little rubbers in the back, and the whole back is breathable mesh. So even though the front is a full grain leather and it's staying warm from the heated grips, the back is letting a lot of cold air onto my knuckles, which means they'd be great at long distance touring in high heat. I mean, these are gloves that you would be able to wear across America in August, and as long as you're not getting rained on, they're full adventure touring gloves. That's what Klim does best. You know, they have some dirt products. I know they're very proud of their dirt products, but like if you look at the Baja S4 jacket and pants, it's a road suit. It's a road suit that allows for, this ought to be a Klim video, by the way. I should do a separate Klim video, but it's a road suit that allows for dual sporting, and it's everything but rainproof and cold proof, obviously. So, you know, the hottest month of the year, the Baja gloves, jacket, and pants are going to be excellent for that. Are we still recording? I don't know. Yeah, we still are. Today I'm in the Badlands Pro A3 jacket and pants. Finally getting off this main road here onto S. Potter Road. I'm in the Baja Badlands, the Klim Badlands Pro A3 suit. What is the A3 suit? It stands for CE AAA rated for abrasion resistance and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I dug deep into the CE ratings for this purchase because I really wanted to figure out, okay, what's the difference here? Because the Badlands Pro jacket is $11.99. This one is, I think, $14.99. So what are you getting for 300 bucks? The pants are about $150 to $200 more than the Badlands pants. What are you getting for that money? And what I had learned was between CA, A, AA, and AAA, you only need impact protection in zone 1, which is elbows, shoulders, and knees and hips. CE AA rating, same thing. CE AAA rating, same thing. Klim goes the extra mile by giving you a chest protector, as well as a buttocks, a coccyx protector, and a back protector. And optionally, you can do some other stuff. But basically, you know, Klim went over and above what the impact protection was going to be with their D30 Pro Aero armor, which is all level 2 across the board. But they did not, the only other addition of the CE AAA rating is really that abrasion resistance. And so if you pull up a picture on your phones of the Klim jacket that I bought, basically everything in blue is this ripstop, kind of like, I don't know, they have some fancy Vectron fabric that is, what it does, even if you take a knife and you cut a hole in it, it's not going to keep ripping. Its ripstop has little zones, and so when you're sliding, you're going to have this fabric holding on way longer than the CE AA rated Badlands Pro. And if you want CE AA rating from Klim, you've got the Carlsbad, the Kodiak, I think, a bunch of other stuff, and of course the Badlands Pro. The AAA rating, the only garment they have is their Badlands Pro A3 suit, which is AAA rated. We're eventually, by the way, now in South Carolina, just in case you were tracking at home. We just passing the border right here, South Carolina. So anyway, back to what I was saying, the additional thing that the Badlands Pro A3 has is much larger Zone 1 impact protection fabrics. So the D30 Pro Aero armor is the same size between the Pro and the A3 Pro, but what you are getting is you're getting larger super fabric zones on the outside of the suit. So the knee super fabric goes way longer into the thigh and into the shin bone. And so if you happen to fall, you know, it's not, the Badlands Pro is a great suit. If you happen to fall a little bit outside of the super fabric zone, which is incredibly rare, you do have more super fabric on the A3. Again, are you ever going to touch that? I mean, I've crashed a couple of times in my Badlands Pro previous generation, the Gen 2, and also in the Adventure Rally jacket. And the super fabric is probably half the size on those older generations that it is on the new Badlands Pro A3. And I burned the holes dead center in the super fabric. So am I going to, you know, fall in an area where that extra zone size is going to make a difference? Probably not. But that's what it takes to get that A3 certification. Wouldn't it be wild if I had a crash on this video right now? So I'm pulling out in front of me. I chose the orange, blue, and green colorway. I like bright, loud colors, and so that's what I went for. I love the color scheme, and it just so happens to be that the Badlands Pro A3 in the petrol orange blue matches, the green matches perfectly with the Baja S4 in their green colorway. And so on super hot days where it's raining, I may want to wear the Badlands jacket with the mesh Baja S4 pants. I can mix and match them, which is really, really cool. So mesh and the Gore-Tex interoperability. And I've never had a Klim suit that I could mix and match the garments with. So I'm super excited about that. I'll do a separate video on this. It'll come out after this one, but you know, I think the one thing that I want to say publicly, and I will definitely do in the next video, is I got a discount on this stuff. How did I get a discount? I have had a discount agreement with Klim for a very long time. I would estimate that it's a worse discount than a wholesaler would pay. I have no idea. The rules require that I not disclose my discount, but FTC rules require that I disclose I have a discount, not what the discount is. And did that influence my buying decision? Hell no. I've bought tons of Klim stuff at full price or on eBay used from the Klim outlet store. By the way, Klim has an outlet store on eBay. If you search for Klim stuff, you'll find their eBay store. Unfortunately, it's all demo stuff. That's not the unfortunate part. It's all demo stuff. But unfortunately, it's all in one size. So it is, I think it's all XL garments or large garments, and they're all 32 or 34 waists. Anyway, if you are the Klim size, then go to eBay because they sell a bunch of their stuff at 30% off there. So yeah, I have an agreement still with Klim. I renewed that agreement for buying all this stuff. I am stupid. I told them before I reapplied for the program that if you don't accept me, I'm still going to buy all this stuff anyway. You all, those ugly cows, you all know me. Come on, you know me. I buy what I want to buy, and if a company is smart enough to say, here's a discount before I buy it, I will gladly accept that discount. But most companies say no. And you know what I do? I effing buy it anyway, because I wanted it. And I still go on here and I talk about it and give kudos or give you know, negative reviews. And always, after I buy stuff, they come to me a year or two later, hey, you put a lot of videos about our product. We'd like to offer you a discount. I'm like, no thanks, I already have everything that you make. So I'm good. But hey, next time I order, I'll let you know. And that's how that all starts. And that's how the first thing started with Klim. I already had a dozen or so videos and photos and articles about their stuff, and they were like, hey, why don't you take this discount? And I said, yeah, sure. And so here we are. So also in the Klim Outlander GTX boots, they are a low boot. They just go past your ankles. This is my first pair of low boots. I've been wearing a high up the calf boots for a very long time. And so I'm super happy to have these. They're very comfortable. The plan before my rotator cuff surgery was scheduled was that I would wear pretty much the Baja S4 with the Outlander GTX boots and this Klim Krios Pro helmet the whole year down here. That, you know, normal riding season for folks is going to be like May to October, and my plan was during those months in Charlotte that I would wear that suit. Ultimate breathability. My commute's 10 miles to work, and as long as it's not raining, I'd wear that. And even if it was raining, honestly, just change my underwear and undershirt when I go to the office. It's not that big of a deal. But it's going to be so effing hot down here. The Baja S4 is going to be my commuter suit, and the suit that I would wear on like the rides, like I did the South Carolina Adventure track. If I did GS Trophy, if I went to any rallies that weren't going to be raining, I would wear that. With the Badlands Pro A3, was going to be relegated to long distance touring. So trips up to Canada, to Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, trips over to Moab, out to Chicago. You know, that was going to be the Badlands, and primarily an R18 or GS suit, not a Husky 701 suit. So that was the plan. And then unfortunately, for all of us, mostly me, not for you, because I'm an entertainer, I guess, at the end of the day. For me, is the fact that I'm going to be undergoing rotator cuff surgery, and that's happening in 2 weeks. And despite the fact that I'm a little bit cold, it was 27 degrees this morning, I didn't want to go riding because the temperature's already dropping. I had to, because I only get like 2 weeks left of riding. Imagine if someone told you were going to die in 2 weeks. That was a little dramatic. Surgeries, buying bikes and getting surgeries used to be really easy up north, because I would just schedule everything for October. I'd buy a bike in October, I'd get a surgery in October. I always told my friends, hey, if you're going to break a rib or break a wrist, do it in October or November. I got to pay a fee, looks like. I just want to look at the lake. There it is right there. That was the plan, at least. And turns out I'm not following that rule, which is as soon as the weather's getting good and all the rallies are getting booked, I'm having surgery, and we'll have to not ride anymore until the doctor clears me, which could be 6 months. I've been following some of the rotator cuff forums around people talking about it. Oh man. I mean, it's already 6:30. Hold on. Well, you know what I'm gonna tell her? I'm gonna be out of here by 6:30 if you just don't let me pay you $4. We'll see. We're gonna see how it goes. Yeah, they're telling her to turn around. Good afternoon. Hey, there's just coming into pictures of my bike by the lake. I know you close in 8 minutes. Do I still owe you $4?
No, it's a $4 entry fee.
Okay, my wallet's buried, so I guess I'll turn around.
All right.
Sorry, well, I don't want to pay for 8 minutes, you know.
Right.
Have a good day. Thanks. Bureaucrats. Well, that's not her fault. But, you know, if someone's closing in 7 minutes, I'm not going to make them pay $4. If I were in a skating rink or a bowling alley and I'm closing in 7 minutes, I would say, yeah, if you got your ball, go ahead and throw a couple of times. And now I got to figure out how the hell to get out of here. Let's take a left, and we're going to figure this shit out together. Yeah. Oops. So, that's very unfortunate. I had my camera with me too. I had big plans. Look at that. It's so pretty down there. Little river or lake. All right, back to what we were saying. So, you know, I think that here's the big dates. It's going to be, you know, at least 6 weeks in the sling, and then at least 6 months of physical therapy 2 or 3 times a week. I've seen some guys that have full tears that say that they're like 12 months out from surgery and they're about 80-90% of their strength and movement. That's scary to me. But my tear is a labrum tear. It's not a full tear. And so I have to not expect things to go 100% smoothly. But I don't think I'm going to be sitting here a year from now saying to you that I'm still not 100% yet. But one thing is for sure, unless I have just an amazing recovery, I am going to have to like bow out of things. I'm going to figure out where I like stop up here. Definitely taking a right. That's probably my best bet. Oh yeah, and the Baja S4 gloves work with the screen too, which is nice. Oh yeah, we're gonna go the long way. We're gonna go through Waxhaw. There we go. I did take the right turn though. Correct turn. So, you know, we're gonna be missing the Fontana rally. I'm gonna go. So I'll see you all at the 50th anniversary MOA rally. We're still recording? Yeah, sure. I actually think, barring any sort of complications, that Heather and I will still be in Vermont in the month of either July or August. One of those months we'll be up there. Work is supposed to be green-lighting a 4-week work from anywhere this summer. And so that'll mean going back up to central New Hampshire, central Vermont, and living up there for 4 weeks at our place on the lake. We'll take one bike or two bikes, you know, just the GSs probably, and head up that way. And I'll be doing some evening rides and some weekend rides. Nothing too crazy. That is if my doctor clears me, right? If the doctor doesn't clear me, we'll still go up with the truck. And we'll still go camping if I can sleep flat by that point. Because I'll be in a recliner for at least 6 weeks. But sleeping flat is really, really hard after surgery. And so, you know, they told me to get a recliner and then like over time drop myself more and more back until I can sleep all the way flat and then I move to a bed. So, you know, I'm just going to have to take it as it goes. Heather wants to do the Trans-Tega this summer. It was going to be a bike trip. I was going to surprise all of you and do the Trans-Tega on the motorcycle. But she wants to go in the truck. And she said, you know, the truck has a 1,000-mile range. Diesel's plentiful up there. We've got the dog. Let's go up in the truck. And so that's probably going to happen July or August. I was going to ride the Trans-Tega with Heather and with Matt. But hey, surgery, man. Surgery comes first, right? All kinds of tomfoolery over there. Yeah, what a shame about the picture photo op though. And then the Green Mountain Rally is in September. I actually wanted to surprise everyone and go to that. Like ride straight to Vermont from North Carolina and go to that. It's going to be the same weekend as the GS Trophy, which I also wanted to go to that. And I can't even hold a camera this summer. So, you know, I have this brand new fancy Canon R5, and I can't even hold a camera because, as you guys know, cameras require your right arm. And kind of this motion, and this motion ain't happening after the surgery, at least not for a while. I guess I'm just staying very conservative on what I will be able to do. And I'm really hoping to wow myself and be blown away with what is with what I can do. Like, expect the littlest and gate the bestest and hope for the best. What else? Well, work is going really well. I wanted to do a blog post of a 90 days at Credit Karma story. Haven't gotten to it yet. Probably won't. No one watches this channel versus reading my blog, so I feel like I could say stuff here. It's a little different. But here's the thing, here's the spoiler, nothing negative. It's like, I've been really thrilled and happy with how that's gone. And I am feeling like empowered and respected and just really valued at this job. And it's not that Tom Plum didn't offer me at all. If they didn't, I wouldn't have been there for 12 years. But Credit Karma is a really cool place to work. And I think that, you know, barring any health issues, life issues, and all that kind of stuff, I could be there for a while. You know, I think my manager's been there for 6 years, and she is a veteran of the company. And you know, 6 years goes by really fast. I've already been there for let's see, November, so 5 months. Definitely could. I mean, I definitely will hit 2-year mark. We'll probably hit 4-year mark, and could hit 6 to 10 years if, you know, you blink and it just goes by. One thing that I'm still kind of like adjusting to is the benefits and the time off and kind of all of the allowances they give you in. And it's not like how they treat their employees. That's great, but it's like just the way that you earn time and you can take time. So I get 2 weeks off of sick time per year. I also have a week of family time per year. You have 3 weeks of COVID leave per year, and then you get like jury duty, 21 days of bereavement for direct family, 10 days for secondary family, or extended family, sorry. You get time off to vote, 1 day for a cultural observance day. You get the federal holidays off. You get the week every Christmas. There's rumors we'll get a week this summer for reset week. And then you get 3 months maternity or paternity leave off for having a child. And that's before you actually earn your paid time off. It's bonkers, if I'm being honest. And it's nice to know that if you get sick, you're not going to have to cancel your vacation this year. You could just be sick. If your kid gets sick, you don't have to cancel your vacation this year. You just use your family time off, 5 days a year for family time off. And then when you take a vacation, you've banked your 200 hours of vacation, you take a vacation. And you never had to take like sick leave or anything off for other stuff. And yeah, I think it's right that they track all that really well. So, you know, when I take a half day off to go to the doctor's appointment to get an MRI done, I file my sick leave for that. It's a medical thing. And I'm not worried about it because I've got like 2 full weeks of sick leave. And so, you know, I think it means a lot to me to have that, and the job itself is really empowering, and I just feel really valued there. And you know, the only thing that I'll tell all of you, and I think I may have mentioned this in the previous video when I was in New Hampshire and I announced this, but was that I didn't get a raise to join Credit Karma. I basically took, you bicyclists and watch these videos, comment if I was right or not. I basically, the move to North Carolina, despite it being a more expensive cost of living and having income tax taken out now, state income tax, and having to pay more rent than my mortgage, so, you know, all that kind of stuff added up. Despite all that, the salary didn't change. And so, you know, and I was asked that, hey, you know, is it more money? And I told my boss and my VP, no, it wasn't more money. It was the same amount of money. But I think that there's a lot of growth opportunity here that I didn't have at my last company. And so I'm working my ass off for it. And if I'm not rewarded, you know, after a couple of years of working my ass off, I'll either realize that, hey, you know, you're underqualified for what you're doing, or I'll go somewhere else. But I think that I really want to earn promotions, and I've been clear about that, that, you know, hey, I think that I would have been stagnant at my old job for a couple of more years, and so I really want to put the time and effort into investing and earning a promotion here. And I think they understand that, and they respect that. So that's like my Credit Karma update. I mean, the office that I'm working in is really awesome, like super duper awesome, and it's just a great company to work for. And I would say in the Charlotte area, they pay very well for this area, for Charlotte. That is quite a home. Do a double take. Hey, we're in Waxhaw. Let's try to find a place here. There's a Waxhaw overhead bridge up here. I'm gonna try to find a photo spot and maybe a spot to have a drink, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Oh, there's a bridge there. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. This is the Waxhaw overhead bridge. I could drive over it if I had GS on. That's a joke. But yeah, I'll do a turn down here and take some pictures. I just realized something. So I was sitting in that tavern having a Guinness. Something I never do, by the way, is mixing riding and booze. But I was actually on my app. I ordered a Guinness, not to get like a weirdo in a bar. And because the cafe in town was closed. And I was trying to find something in the area that was open that I can go to. I was looking for like a bakery or a cigar bar or something. So I was on my phone. And then my phone popped up and said, hey, the movie that you bought a ticket for, it starts in 20 minutes. I was like, all right. I was going to go to a movie tonight. So I guess I'm going to a movie in my climb gear. And it's going to be fine, because this, honestly, I say this not as an ad, although I will put a link to my referral code in the bottom, which makes me no money, by the way. It just shows Klim that I am worth someone worth re-sponsoring. So click on that link, buy some stuff. I get no kickbacks from that though. But this is a very comfortable suit. I'm going to bring it in with me, and I'm going to loosen up the pants and unbutton them. Don't be weird. And I'm going to watch the movie, 65, with Adam Driver, while Heather is at a conference. So the dog will be pissed, but it is what it is. The dog will be fine. He's been fed. So, man, I had more I wanted to say, but I've gone for like 30 minutes. So let's just call it what it is. We'll calm down from here, and I want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to go to the Regal and watch a movie. Have a great evening. I appreciate you, and I'll try to do a couple more of these videos before my shoulder surgery. So you'll get a few more of these videos, hopefully on the GS, which I know you're all very hungry for. All right, ride safe, and cheerio. Goodbye.